Hello and welcome to Galata Plus. In this episode, we are going to be talking about Mithran Jawhar's Thiruchitrambalam. The film stars Dhanush, Nithya Menen, Rashi Khanna, Priya Shankar, Bharadwaj, and Prakash Raj. So the film is named after the lead character played by Dhanush, that is Thiruchitrambalam. He's called Thiru. Now Thiru liked a girl in school, but he stepped aside because he felt that she was out of his league. Later too, as a grown-up, when he sees her as a woman, he doesn't go up and say hello. It may be low self-esteem, it may be the fact that he did not go to college and he's now a food delivery guy and he thinks she is again way out of his league because she lives in a posh flat and she orders food worth thousands of rupees. Or it may be the fact that there is something broken about him. That is the film's first line which we hear in Thiru's voiceover. Life is like a piece of glass. Even a small crack makes it break. That small crack in Thiru's life is a tragedy that occurred when he was a boy and his life stays broken despite the best efforts of his neighbor and best friend Shobana, played by Nithya Menen. Thiru and Shobana couldn't be more different, and the reason Thiruchitrambalam works is because of the utterly convincing non-chemistry between Dhanush and Nithya Menen. She's a bundle of energy filled with positivity and a can-do spirit. Thiru is filled with negativity and a no-can-do spirit. She is brave, bold. He is scared of getting into a fight even when she is insulted by a bunch of jerks in a movie theater. He drives a scooty while she wants to see him on a more gettu bike. You know, sometimes we like to think only about the bad things we perceive about our lives. Oh, my career is shit. Oh, my relationship with my father is shit. Oh, my love life is shit. And we end up filled with self-pity. Thiru is that guy. Shobana always cheers him up. She always has him back. And yet, he remains a beer-drinking, moping guy. Dhanush and Nithya Menen sell their characters so marvelously that we don't stop and think why this girl is still friends with this guy. We buy this relationship completely. The other relationship that works beautifully in this film is the one Thiru shares with his grandfather, who is an older version of Shobana. The old man holds the house together with his humor and with his practical attitude. Bharadwaj is excellent in this role. He feels like the human equivalent of that old and favorite and super comfortable t-shirt that we still wear, that we cannot bear to discard despite the holes in it. The scene where he talks about his love life is a cracker, and it's one of many. The other resident of the household is Prakash Raj, who is a cop. He again is superb, as is the old couple who played Thiru's maternal grandparents. This is such a well-cast film and well-shot film by Om Prakash that we managed to overlook Rashi Khanna and Priya Shankar. They are the only two actors who give generic heroine performances. Thiruchitrambalam is proof that you don't need a brand new, groundbreaking, earth-shaking story to make a good, relatable movie. The screenplay is filled with VIP-like cliches, and it works because each cliche is put across so well by this cast and by the director, who keeps finding new ways to present these old events. He gives us a funny scene with a face pack. He gives us Anirudh's loveliest song, Megam Karkada, like a dance number from a 1950s Hollywood musical. He gives us the feel of a G-rated Selvaraghavan, his mentor, with closely packed houses and local dance competitions. But most importantly, he gives us a film that has a lovely low-key charm. I know, low-key does not sound like the most ringing endorsement, but this is exactly the secret strength of Thiruchitrambalam. That Hollywood-style number may not be low-key, but the way it begins with an event as ordinary as Shobana picking up Thiru is as low-key as it gets. The way someone says rightly that flirting doesn't mean love. The way a tragic flashback is slipped in at the interval point steers clear of major melodrama despite a man in a hospital. The way a family meets estranged relations. The way a son casually tells his father over dinner about his love failure. The way a woman who is sleeping in the middle berth of a train, if she catches the chain and gets down and then goes to meet someone. All of this is so charmingly low-key, including the film's only fight scene. Anirudh does not pump up the background score and there is no action choreography. The people fight like we would, using whatever they can get their hands on, like a stone or a lamppost. The finest, most beautifully shot scene is a low-key confrontation between father and son. Now, usually the camera's focus stays on the person who speaks, but here it stays on the one who listens with a tear running down his cheek. Even the story's big metaphor, showing a family's paralysis slowly getting cured, is wonderfully low. I suppose that is why they wanted that big and very cinematic last quarter. It drags on quite a bit, especially given that we know the outcome. The tone of the film is still low key, but the charm evaporates a little, just a little. Even so, by the end, I had tears and the last scene made me smile. When I heard that the film had Dhanush with 3 heroines, I thought we'd get a rom-com, but Mithran Jawhar has given us a charming family drama, or rather a drama that shows us that friends are practically family. So that's it about Thiruchitrambalam. If you like this review, do subscribe to Galata Plus, and I'll see you soon at the movies.